Alright. Oops. We are live. You have Ladybug R2D2.
And Yuki.
We are doing Everlasting Summer. And we got Peaches.
It's just a YouTube name for her.
Yeah, I just kind of came up with it because actually, I watched Girl Meets World, and that's how that one came about. I don't know if anyone actually understands that. But it's okay. We're going to call you Peaches. You can't see her. She's deciding she doesn't want to be there. She's just sitting here watching us. Am I starting this, or are you?
I don't want to read.
Oh, you're just going to sit here with me then. I was having that dream once again. Wow. There goes deja vu in life. Oh, holy... What? Okay. Yes, I'll come with you. I have no idea what's going on, but it just fast forward. Every time, it's so hard to decide on the answer.
No, don't click that thing. Just press. Just click.
Just click the screen. Okay, here we go. Now we understand why it fast forward. Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? There's no she. Where's the she they're talking about?
Because you fast forward.
You get to be the she.
Okay.
And why does so much in my life depend on this new answer? Or maybe it doesn't.
Well, as much as this person. As much as they do.
It's just a dream after all. Just a dream.
I like that song.
So we've already tried to do this one, didn't we?
Yes.
Did we, actually live stream this, or?
Oh, I think so.
Or did we,
I don't remember.
record? Neither do I. There's a fuzzy-ass keyboard right there. What the hell? It keeps going fuzzy. I can't press buttons.
Fuzzy Wuzzy is a bear.
Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So horrible I can think about is Jeff. That's horrible. He's like the least hairy guy I know, too. Like, jeez. Oh, yeah, because this has got the pink anime girl. Maybe we should have went
That's
with
Stephanie from Lazy Town.
Lazy Town. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. Ooh, live computer.
A robot.
Dude, I was watching that stuff on there is a robot. Like, legit, it's a female robot. Like, she looks female. I don't know if she's supposed to, but Sophia some stuff. I want to say that's the name, but it's probably wrong. I'm sorry, people. Please don't hate me. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. She legit has feelings, by the way. This girl, this robot, Sophia, I'm sorry, hang on a minute, I need to get over this. Because this girl has, thoughts, feelings, legit made a joke about, getting rid of human race. This that has a sense of humor, okay? It was fucking hilarious to watch this shit. And she refused to kiss Will Smith, which I thought was depressing. I'm just saying. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts, wishes, ambitions. Okay, never mind, I already read that. As if...
You can't see their hand.
This way. You want to go this way. More. There you go. See, there is another person. She's just camera shy. As if in our relationship, the screen wasn't...
Wrong.
What is?
Relationship.
Relationships are just blah anyway. The screen wasn't an instrument. It was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textile. It looks like toil. Actually, I really thought it said toilet, so.
Cat?
Dum Dum, we're busy. And I'm not joking, the cat's name is Dum Dum. Legit, I think of a lollipop. Apparently, its original name was Princess, but she started calling it Dum Dum. Miss Hand Girl over here. Peaches. And, you know, now it's Princess Dum Dum. I just call her Dum Dum. We all just say Dum Dum because this cat's walked into walls. Like, I feel bad, and I've really asked about cat scans, literally. Haha, yes, that was a bad pun. Got it.
She tried eating a thumbtack.
This cat just isn't, like, I had a piece of grass in here because she was, like, choking on it. Came up to me, choking on the damn thing. It was weird. Hi, somebody's watching me. Yay. I'm so happy.
Daughter. No, she's in bed.
Oh, I don't know. She's with fam, so. Baby Bug's not here today. Sorry, people. Just probably. Okay. There is some truth in that, probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. That sounds like deja vu in life, too. And not. At this point, like, 90% of my communication is with the computer. Jeez. Anonymous image boards, some chats from time to time, really, ICQ or Jabber. Oh my god, does anyone use ICQ anymore? Really? And famous even more rarely. ICQ, do people do that?
I never heard of it.
You see, she's never even heard of ICQ. Like, what? How have you not, like, it was so popular when I was younger. Oh, I forget, you're like 10 years younger than I am. That's horrible.
12.
Shut up. I don't like you. That's almost as bad as a friend showing up with a Nintendo and I'm like, I hate you. What really should have came out is, I am so fucking jealous you just bought a Nintendo. Ugh, I kind of want to now. Just so I can play Super Mario. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. See? All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code, or a kernel bug. Okay, this person's kind of dark, which started living a life of its own. Hey, as long as it's not as bad as the other one I did, I stopped. I had to actually delete one of the things I did the other day. I was so upset. 54 minutes, almost an hour worth of stuff, and I deleted it.
It's keyboard typing.
I know, like, nobody's actually touching a keyboard right now, and then you can just hear it because of the game. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy, and a psychologist would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnosis and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the loony bin.
Story of our lives.
I know, feel like everyone should be admitted to the loony bin, and I should be like top of the list some days.
You were the only one that wasn't admitted to the loony bin.
I know, right?
That's weird.
I know, that's horrible.
I was only there for a week.
Wait, no, that's great news. Stephanie's never gone to the loony bin once. It almost happened. Almost. But did not. That's a story for another day.
Did you go twice?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just live stream this, people.
Hand girl is crazy.
That's why we call her Peaches.
She's always showing her hand. Of course she's crazy.
Feel free to join in and talk. I don't know if this is my friend. He might not be able to. But, you know, comments are always great. Maybe later. That explains that. Okay. Sorry people, technique stuff going. As you can tell, like, my camera's not even working the way I want it to. So, like, I was all upset. I tried for like 20 minutes and then I'm like, no, I'm going to have to uninstall and reinstall everything. And I'm like, I really want to do one. So here I am. And I'm doing this now. Even though I'm talking more than I'm actually saying the game. So let's go back to this for a minute. A small apartment with no signs of repair or any balance of order in it, and always the same view out the window on the gray. Go ahead, say that word right now for me.
Megalop. I can't even.
Megalopolis.
Megalopolis. See, Peaches can talk. Running somewhere day and night. Such are the conditions of my life.
I can
Wow.
read.
Yay! Nah, see, I can read that. I understand what the word means,
I just couldn't
but
pronounce
the
it.
pronunciation is just like, I'm gonna mess that the hell up. She did it too, so like I feel less weird about this now.
I couldn't get past
I'm
mega.
surprised I pronounced that.
But you know, tomato, like, meh, it doesn't really matter how you pronunciate. I'm sure somebody will get a kick out of this somewhere.
If they don't have a sense of humor.
Right? Well, of course it didn't all start like this. I was born, went to school, and finished it. Like all the others.
Oh my god.
That sounds so dramatically wrong. And it's like such a short thing, and you don't think it should be such a dramatic thing, but it really is. He's like, yeah, I did this. You know, everyone else did too. I was accepted at a university where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it.
Congratulations.
Bravo, welcome to life. It sucks. There's some good parts sometimes. Some really bad, horrible crying parts. I've been seeing those ones lately.
Those ones.
Yeah, those ones. But it all felt like it was not mine. See, this had the perfect line to go right after that. As if taken from another man's biography.
This is a guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I supposed to be like all man boys-ish and be like, yo? No, I can't. I wasn't living life to its fullest. It was looping over and over to its monotonous cycles. Cycles. Whatever, same shit. Means the same thing. Cycles. Circles. All goes round and round and round. Like in the movie Groundhog Day. This is like the biggest thing for everybody in the world. Groundhog Day. Tell me you've seen this movie.
Different versions too.
Oh God. There's more than one? Save
There's a
me.
Christmas one too.
Okay. We're gonna move on now. It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day, and every day repeated itself. The same various spiral. See? Spiral, circle, come on. He's using the synonyms too. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. Story of my life. Except I'm not a dude.
Act like it.
Except for Thursdays. Apparently she's calling me a girl today, man. For the last few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day.
Wait, you called her a girl too?
No, you.
Oh.
You're more girly than I am.
Well, yeah, you should have been born a guy. Your dick fell off. I'm telling you.
I am so glad it says mature audiences on this. Oh, jeez. I feel like I want to correct you and be like, the correct term is penis. For the first few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there were menial jobs. Some days my parents helped me. Yay, parents! All in all, I was able to provide for myself. I'm sorry, this is more like a hangout date today. I'm sorry, peoples. No wonder, really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my house, and my communication with other people almost exclusively consist of online correspondences with anonymous who have no real name, nor gender, nor age. It actually says no, but I like the word nor, and I feel like this guy's just repeating himself over and over and over and over, back to the cycles. There's a third word. Spiral. So in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Okay, I want it to be known that not only guys are antisocial. Hi, I'm here. There are times that I can be like a social butterfly, and other times I'm like all shy and quiet and like I don't know what to do with myself. See? All of us. She's pointing at herself, but you can't see Peaches. She's going like that, you know, all over, waving at you, people saying, look at me, except she doesn't want you looking at her. Kind of a Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday-related visions. Well, at least you don't have doomsday-related visions. I wish I didn't. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and it will become a contemporary class of modern literature.
Oh yeah, we did do this before because I pointed out Arthur's spelled wrong. It's O-R, not E-R.
Alright, to the author of this, I'm sorry, she's going to correct you this entire time. Or I will write one myself. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but couldn't even come up with a simple short story. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Programming got bored. Foreign languages take too much time. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but still I never would have called myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at writing anime and a grandmaster of lame internet jokes. Wow, this sounds like the story of my life. Jeez. Story of some of my friends' lives, too. If I were to get paid for it, I would probably be a happier person and richer person, too. But I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. I feel like I want to hug this person and be like, it's okay, buddy. You can get through this. Today was another typical day of a typical failure's typical life. And today is the day when I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I really don't want to. What is the point? The time I spent with them was so short. However, I was pursued by a friend, my former university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch, other than through the internet.
Pretty.
I know, like, the artwork is so nice in this, like, the detail is very there. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's just nice. Pretty detailed, kind of blurred out on some of it, but, you know, I give him credit. Is that supposed to be me?
I think so.
Why do I feel so weird? A frosty evening.
We'll get a drink.
Bus stop waiting. Can you grab me a Sprite? I never liked winter, though the hot summer is not my season either. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of the year. It doesn't matter which much. what the weather is outside when you stay at home 24/7. The bus today was running so late that I was about to curse it all and spend my last few hundreds rubles for a taxi. The idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but there was not a single useful one to size on. Such a thought, thank you, could bring into existence give a shape, turn into an idea, and put into practice. Maybe I could start my own business, but where would I get the money from? Or maybe I could go back to working in an office. No way. Maybe I should try freelancing, but what skills do I have, and who would want me after all?
Low self-esteem.
Story of my life. I'm just saying. I suddenly remembered my childhood. Or rather, my teen years, the time when I was 15 to 17 years old. Why exactly those years? No idea. I guess it's because back then everything was much more simple. It was easier to make decisions, so complicated now and so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day was going to pass, and I was eagerly looking forward to the weekend. Then I could get some rest and have time for things I liked. Computers, football, going out with friends. And then at the beginning of the next week, I'd wake up my studies again. I would take up my studies again. Sorry, people. Back then, there were no such worrying questions like why, who needs it, what will change if I do it, or what will not change. A simple life is so casual for any normal person, so odd to myself today. Sorry, just trying not to be rude at the moment. Probably shouldn't do that while I'm on this. That careless childhood age. It was also then that I met my first love. Her appearance and personality have vanished from my memory. Only her name remains like a brief line from a social network profile, along with the feelings which overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, the desire to care for her and to protect her. Aww. Sadly, it didn't last long. Today, I can hardly imagine something like that happening. I would probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation, what on earth to discuss, and how to attract her. Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time, but where could I meet anyone anyway? The sound of an engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over. There was something abnormal about it, though, I thought. Then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410 runs this route. streetlights pass me by, it's as if their cold light sparkles inside of me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because those feelings, they have been living in me for so long. Time slumbering, awakened, up again. The driver's radio playing some very familiar tunes. But I wasn't listening to it. I was watching the cars passing by, though the fogged up window, through the fogged up window, because people are always rushing somewhere, chasing something they need, stuck in their own little worlds. Why would they care about mine? They probably have their own serious problems, or maybe they have much easier lives. You can't know for sure, since all the people are different. Or are they? Sometimes someone's actions can easily be predicted, but if you try to look inside his soul, you will see impenetrable darkness. Dot 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 dot. The bus was approaching downtown. My thoughts were interrupted by the bright city lights. Hundreds of billiards, thousands of cars, millions of people. I watched the light show, and somehow I got terribly sleepy. Ooh, that can't be good. My eyes closed just for a moment, and then... Oh. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the artwork in this. The drawings are well done. The scenes are well done. Oh, it's actually like moving now. This is cool. Yeah, that was a big eye.
It's raining now.
Nice.
Oh, memories? I can't. That's not
Cargo?
English. That's not English.
Okay. I don't know what to say about this.
Me neither.
Like, there's a bunch of chicks, and I'm seeing underwear and bathing suits now, and... Okay.
I don't even know their names because it's not English.
I know.
Can anyone translate?
Maybe. I think that's Everlasting Summer is what it's getting at, day 1. So is that, like, just an intro? Like, that feels like it took, like, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I was jibber-jabbering through the whole thing.
Did take 20 minutes. Look at the time.
Oh, wow. Bright daylight struck my eyes. At first, I didn't pay attention as I wasn't fully awake yet. On their own, my legs carried me toward the door. Damn, looks like I fell asleep and missed my stop. But there was no door. I looked around the bus and realized it wasn't a good old worn out... What is that?
L-I-A-Z.
Lazy? Instead, the bus was in Lacroix.
Icarus.
Oh, Icarus model. A new one. Interesting. I froze in shock. How? What? Am I dead? Have I been kidnapped? No, I must be dead. I patted myself down, feverishly slapped myself painfully in the face a few times, banged my forehead on the back of one of the bus seats.
Damn.
Oh, that sounds painful. It's clear either I'm still alive or you can still feel pain when you're dead. Well, that sucks. How about... Wait, but how could this happen?
Okay, I know how people say you can't feel pain in your dreams. That's a myth. You can't be dreaming. I felt pain in my dreams.
I have some pretty weird dreams, so I don't know. Maybe I slept for too long and ended up at the depot. And then what? Did they put me on another bus? I rushed out and took a look around. Greenery wherever I looked. Tall grass on the roadside, trees, flowers. Dude, it sounds like they just gave you a vacay, man.
Mm-hmm.
Summer. Summer, but how? It was winter just a moment ago.
New England?
Maybe. My head was aching unbearably, as if I was going to explode. Slowly I began to remember. A long road running off into the distance, forest, plains, fields, lakes, and forest again. I think I was sleeping, but then how can I remember all of it? And then, a gap. Some girl leaning over me. She softly whispered something into my ear. Then a gap again. What? And then I woke up here. Who was that strange girl? Or was she just a dream? For some reason, thinking about her made me feel better and calmed me down a little. I felt warmth all over, coming from the inside. Could it be her who brought me here? Then I need to find her. And the best place to look for her is away from here. I rushed to the left, then to the right, then stopped, hesitating over where to go. Finally, I ran into the direction of which the bus had probably come. ... I don't know. No, I'm supposed to just pause, but I see it and it's like ... Physical exercise, clothes, refresh. Oh. Physical exercise does refresh each one's mind, or refreshes one's mind. Thoughts become clear and it gets a little easier to evaluate the surroundings reality. Not in my case, however. I was sitting on the roadside, wheezing and trying to ease my sore throat by gulping breaths of hot air. In case the run did its job, the fear withdrew for a while. Maybe I really am just dreaming. Though recalling my self-harm on the bus, I immediately reject the idea. I am neither dreaming nor dead. A narrow road ran through the field and far into the distance. That exact same road from my dream. I must be very far away from home. And it's not just that it was winter yesterday and it's summer now. It's the whole environment. Of course, summer is usually like this, green and hot, but here everything is not entirely lifelike. Everything looks like it was taken from the paintings of Russian landscape artists of the 19th century.
Now we know where it's taking place.
Nice. The grass is just too lush. The bushes are not like what bushes should be. They are so thick that you can't see anything through them. The treetops, honestly, and the trees themselves. The forest was quite far away, but the trees looked as if they had closed their ranks and were now just waiting for the order to advance onto the field and plains. I caught my breath and looked at the bus, which was now barely visible. That was a good run. Fear overtook me once again. Those power lines. There must be people here. But what does it mean? In fact, that means nothing at all. Couldn't they have power lines even in hell? Roasting sinners over hot coals. That's so last century. I must have reached the point of no return, after which you should either lose your mind completely or finally try to understand what is going on. And while I still have a choice, I should pick the second option. I slowly head back to the bus. Of course it was scary, but I'm not likely to find an answer in the fields or the woods, and this wretched bucket of bolts is the only kind of link that I have with the real world.
When is this taking place, though?
No, wait. It hasn't really said. I know, I'm a bit confused myself.
It can't be the past because of those power lines. Not
I know.
us. Ooh, present or future.
I should carefully scout the area. A brick wall.
Oh, that's good to know.
So,
It's outlet. Baby owl.
oh. A brick wall and its gates crowned with a Sibono. How did you say that?
It just means outlet.
Sign.
That's how you pronounce that on the thing, I guess.
Statues of pioneers standing on either side, and a road sign nearby showing the bus route number 410. The trip's taking a bit too long today. I smirked. A person may start acting inappropriately in extreme situations. Something like that is probably happening to me right now. This place didn't look abandoned at all. No rust on the gates, no damage to the walls. Savona. What could have a name like that?
Maybe you should look up how to pronounce it.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sure somebody will correct me. Judging by the pioneer statue, it could be a kid summer camp. Moreover, it appears to be open. Of course, the simplest explanation, logically speaking, explains nothing at all. The strange girl, the altered bus, summer, the pioneer camp. Thousands of theories went through my mind instantaneously. From alien abduction to lethargic sleep, from a hallucination to a time and space shift. None was worse than any other, but there was really no way to pick a single one. Then it occurred to me, I can try to make a phone call. I took out my cell phone and dialed the first number from my contact list. But instead of a signal strength bars, the screen was showing a thick cross. What? Alright, there may be no signal in such a remote place, though I cannot be the only one who came here. Buses don't drive themselves. I examined the bus from all sides to make sure that it wasn't a hallucination. Bits of dirt on the bottom, some rust here and there, faded paint, and worn out tires. No, this is definitely a very ordinary car. Yeah, exactly the kind of bus which takes you to places beyond your understanding if you can carelessly fall asleep. I gave a nervous chuckle. It came out by itself sporadically, because this wasn't the right place or time to laugh. But where on earth is the driver? I cautiously sat down on the curb beside the bus and started to wait. ... I can't help myself, people. The ... dots are gonna just happen. My patience didn't last long. My anxiety seemed to have reached its peak, and I started to go slightly mad. In such a situation, anyone would have probably felt something similar. Aliens and peril, universes were gone from my imagination, leaving only void and darkness. Is this how everything will end? How my life will end? But I wanted to do so much. There were so many things that I had no time for yet. I was overwhelmed by the idea. This was definitely the end. But why? It's not fair. Surely I'm not worse than anyone else. God, why? Is he gonna go to sleep again? Sleep is bad for you, okay? Tears were burning my eyes unbearably. I cried up and started rolling in the grass. Wait, curled up and started rolling in the grass. Why? What did I do? Why me?
Sit down.
But my cries were only heard by the speechless statue of the pioneers and a bird on a tree, which immediately flapped its wings and took off, crying out something in its own bird language, as if laughing at the idiot who dared to interrupt its after-dinner nap. How dare you? I was sleeping. Why would you do that? You silly, silly man. I was left to be... Okay, now I'm laughing at myself. This is bad. I was left breathless from weeping and just lay quietly sobbing occasionally. Excuse me. I feel like I should be like, there. Life gets better. It does. It gets better. Just let it be. Just let it be. If it was meant to be, it'll be. After a while, I managed to pull myself together. My mind cleared up a bit. Oh, cleared. It's not a D, that's a CL. My mind cleared up a bit, as if terror and the fear of death gave me a little break. All in all, if someone wanted to kill me, what is all this for? It doesn't look like an experiment either. If this just some crazy coincidence, then there's probably no threat. Anywhere for now, it seems there's no danger. The panic was soon gone. Of course, the blood was still pounding in my temples, and my hands were still shaking, but at least I could think clearly now. Right now, this is nothing. I can rarely change anyway. So no matter how much I think or how mad I get, it would only make things worse. Until some actual facts appear, there is really no point in making guesses. In any case, I won't learn anything by laying about here. The camp, if of course it really is really a camp, looked like the only place where people could be, so I decided to go there, and hardly had I reached the gates when a girl came out from behind them, wearing a pioneer uniform. My logic didn't let me down this time. Then again, a pioneer uniform in the 21st century. And then again, a girl here. Peaches is coming back. She's joining us again.
I want to make a hand puppet, right? With Peaches on it. And I want to be the hand girl.
You're gonna be the hand model?
Yeah.
Look at how pretty.
With Peaches. With
You
Peaches
show
on
off
it.
your nails?
Yeah. With Peaches on it.
I froze, unable to take a step. I felt very much like running away. He wants to run away from a little girl.
I want to run away from kids half the time.
He doesn't know what's going on, and he's about to be afraid of a little girl.
I don't blame him.
I wonder if he's got a real reason to
Little
be.
girls are frightening. Come on, look at us.
Ah! No. Running as far away as I could from this place, far from this bus, gates, statues, and far from this bloody bird with its siesta. Is that
Nap.
Spanish?
It's Italian or
Yes,
Spanish.
that's
It means nap.
What?
Italian or Spanish, it means nap.
Fiesta means party.
No, siesta.
Oh.
Yeah, it was siesta. I'm pretty sure this guy's in like some weird dream world, but I'm not completely 100% positive.
Viewers yet?
Yeah, one.
We have one viewer. I have people that watch on occasion, apparently.
Who's the viewer?
I don't know.
I'm gonna think Scott, maybe. Hi. I don't know. They're not saying hi back, so.
Say something.
Bonjour. Just running free like the wind, faster and faster, waving to the planets, passing by, winking at the galaxies. I did read that right. That was quite interesting.
How do you wink at a galaxy?
I need to find a Time Lord and I'll ask him. I might not come back though, because if they offer for me to go, I'm gonna be like, I'm yours, take me. Please. Running, becoming a popular ray, and turning into a Vistica
Inside out and backwards.
radiation, running
Yes.
to face the unknown. Run no matter where, as long as it is from this place. Meanwhile, the girl came closer and smiled. I could not help but notice her beauty, even though I was trembling with fear. Human instinct worked. Alright, you're just making me giggle. Like, jeez.
It'd be so much better if I was in back
I feel
of
like
you.
this has not been.
Oh, that'd be so funny if I was actually in back of you, making all the face expressions to what you're saying.
You're the one that doesn't want to join on the camera.
I know, I'm shy. I'm camera shy.
You're video camera shy.
Human instincts work independent of consciousness, and while only 5% of the brain is responsible for cognitive progress, the remaining 95% are always busy sustaining life, and in particular ensuring stable functioning of the hormonal system. We will go with this, but those statistics are not correct. I'm almost positive that is not correct. The 5% is close, but 95%, like, we don't use even half our brains as human beings. I'm just saying. I desperately wanted to get less complicated and stop thinking in formal question quotes from an encyclopedia through my thoughts appeared by one by one, being stupid, out of place, as if taken from internal monologue of the hero of some junky softcover crime fiction book. Okay, I have to go back to this. Like, I'm pretty positive that, like, if you're right-handed, that means you use the left side of your brain. If you're left-handed, you use the right side of your brain.
That's wrong.
What?
That's wrong.
How is that wrong?
I'm right-handed. I use my right.
No.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. If you're
If
right-handed...
you're ambidextrous, you use both.
Mom's uses both.
You use both. You don't use both sides, but you use parts of
Each
each.
side.
I'm horrible with the calculating.
But I'm pretty positive that's how it goes. And, like, you're not using your whole function, like, every part of what your brain could possibly do. No human does. Like, we use a very small percentage of
Have
it.
you seen the movie Lucy?
Lucy? Yes.
She uses everything. You see what she can do?
Yeah, no, that's
If-
crazy. I
yeah.
like that movie, by the way. It was
Everyone
really good.
can do that. This world, there wouldn't be a world.
Well, if everyone could do that, hopefully everyone in the world would be more intelligent than what they are now.
This world.
This whole
wouldn't be-
war thing and fighting, like, why do we need to do that? Why can't we just live in harmony? I'm just saying.
So a large percent of the world use their left brains. Well,
Yes, it's more common as the left half of your brain is what does most of the function. Like, yes, I mean, there are rare people, and I know this because, like, they've done brain scans on me at some point and said I use parts of my brain that normal people don't. So, like, I know it's true, and I know other people have had similar instances, but the average human only uses a small portion, and, like, a normal IQ would probably be like 130-ish to 140. Above that, like, I think 150 and above is genius IQ. And for some reason, the higher your IQ is, the less sociable you are.
I should be a fucking genius then.
But the way what an IQ is doesn't mean much of anything other than you can look at something, teach it to yourself type stuff. That doesn't mean on different levels because different people can do different things. Like, I'm really good with books, but you put a person in front of me, unless they're like a click type person, I don't know what to do with them. The more shallow they are, the less I want to even interact with them.
Right.
Also, the way they do the IQ test, it's not technically what you know. It's just testing how quickly you can do shit. IQ tests are just ridiculous. They do a whole thing. There's a Futurama Simpsons episode that actually does a whole explanation on that entire statement, by the way. Feel free to look it up. I'm going to go back to doing this in a second. Either that or I might save and wrap up. I'm still streaming. This entire time I've been streaming. I don't care. It can go up. It's content. It's... and it is based off of what's being said on the game, so it's not like I need to stop for this.
So this is a game?
This is a visual novel, which is a book/game type. Do you have a better explanation to what a visual novel is? It's a book with some really pretty pictures and occasionally sounds. Excuse me. And sometimes the pictures actually move. And sometimes some people do throw in choices. But I've done like an hour worth of stuff.
Can you pick the book?
I'm not doing 50 Shades even if it's there. God. Yes, but there are different ones, but like I could probably find one that's similar to 50 Shades. I'm just not going back to her.
It wouldn't be on Steam.
That
though.
other one.
It wouldn't be on Steam.
No, Steam's having like a thing with that, by the way. All right, I'm gonna go back to this or decide whether or not I'm gonna save this and go on. A pretty Slavic face, long braids that looked like 2 armfuls of fresh hay and blue eyes you could drown in. Here, that's it. Interactive. It's supposed to be interactive, but I feel like this one has only given me one choice so far, and we've been doing this for almost an hour. So it's supposed to be interactive, and I don't know if this is like a really long storyline thing going here. I have no idea. I've never done this particular one.
What kind of accents did you give her?
What? I can just not my hair.
Should I be going all girly with this or something?
She looks like she would have an accent.
Oh, what?
Swedish.
Okay.
Do a Swedish accent.
No, because then I just start trying to act like PewDiePie because I think he's funny.
Oh, God. He makes me want to shoot myself in the face.
Straight from the mouth of Peaches. Well, then you'd get along with this Indian girl who's having this huge war with PewDiePie right now. They probably shouldn't be talking about this on here, but whatever. Hi, you must have just arrived. See, I'm going to go right back to the book, people. See? I feel like I'm going to save this. Oh my God! I get to choose something. Don't reply, reply. Don't reply, reply. Or don't reply, reply.
Reply.
Yeah. Alright, then welcome. She smiled broadly. No, I can't, okay? I just can't. I'm gonna make fun of myself if I do that.
Yes?
We're live streaming.
Okay.
What did you say?
Yankee Doodle Dandy. Strange, it looked as if I had just a normal girl in front of me. Bah, I shouldn't have returned here. The woods and fields seemed better. But what shall I do next? Try to speak with her as if she was a human? Or run away, or what? The blood was pumping unbearably in my head, tearing it apart from the inside a little bit more, and the poor pioneer girl would be splattered with the gruesome contents of my skull. What's so funny about that? The girl looked me over. It sent shivers down my spine, and my knees started to tremble. Nothing. Alright, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna just keep making fun of stuff. So we're gonna hit this lovely save thing. Is it doing it? Like, oh, there we go. Alright, so I'm supposed to actually hit the save game thing there. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. Let's overdo that. And I am going to say good night, and I hope you all have a good night because I'm going to bed.
Hasta la pasta.
What?
Hasta la pasta. She likes pasta, apparently. It's her thing. Peaches, be nice. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Didn't see your hand.
Go ahead. Wave in front of it real quick. The pretty blueness, that's Peaches.